What's good, Plumboro? I'm Drew Bartow, alongside my co-host, Mike Devine.
What's going on?
And Justin Newman.
Yo.
And producer, the one and only Big Cat.
Good evening.
We aim to entertain and educate more than 3 Plum residents, so gather round and enjoy the sounds of Season 3 of Sour Plums. Welcome to the Sour Plums podcast, friends. I'd like to kick it off with some opening banter. Open forum, guys. It's Monday. We're recording this on Monday. We release on Thursday. But I've already had enough of this week. So I'm going to let this be a free-for-all so I don't get too started here. But what do you guys got going on this week? What's new for you guys?
I don't like to be at home, apparently.
You've been traveling a lot.
I'm excited to be home.
I can hear it in your voice.
Hit 5 cities in 8 days.
For work, I assume, right?
All for work, yes.
Yeah, lots of traveling. What about you guys? Mike, what have you been up to?
We were away the last 2 weekends for basketball with Lily. We're going away this weekend for Penny for States, and then spring basketball season starts, and we'll be traveling more. So I'm excited to be home.
Yeah, enjoy it. What about you, Big Cat?
I've just been hanging out. Nothing really going on. Nothing major.
Nothing major?
No.
I want to tease this. We got a Big Cat's conspiracy corner tonight, or
We do.
we do later on? Oh, perfect.
It's relevant, too.
Good. So stick around for that. Like I said, I don't have much going on. I've just got people I'm dealing with that are dipshits. Everybody wants something for something. Nobody wants to be good people. Everybody wants tit for tat. I'm going to accept no fewer than 10 tits for every tat from now on. No one-to-one tit for tat for me anymore. I'm tired of dealing with dipshits all around this week.
5 pairs of tits or just 10 straight tits?
They don't have to be pairs. Just 10 individual tits per tat.
What's a tat?
I mean,
Tattoo.
tit for tat, yeah.
Tattoo. He gives out 1 tattoo per 10 tits.
Got it.
Makes perfect sense now. We've cleared that up. We've explained that to the crowd. They all know now what we mean. All right, guys, what are we drinking tonight, gents? I'll start with Mike. I assume it's Dr. Pepper.
You already knew it was Dr. Pepper because I already showed you.
There's 23 flavors. You get different.
I don't want to talk about it anymore. Go on.
Big Cat, what are you drinking since Mike's pouting?
I am drinking Mountain Lightning tonight, which is not equivalent to Mountain Dew or 7-Up or Mellow Yellow. It's its own filtered, distilled, carbonated beverage.
And we were talking about this before the show started. Like, there isn't an equivalent to Mountain Dew. And then if you go to a restaurant and say you want a Mountain Dew, they'll say, well, no, but we have Mellow Yellow. That's not even the same family as Mountain Dew. Not even close.
And I can taste the difference.
Yeah, not even close. So, what about you, Newman?
I am drinking a Simply Spiked Strawberry Lemonade. First thing I grabbed out of the fridge.
How are we liking that tonight?
Delicious. Very refreshing.
Well said. I am drinking, against my better judgment, I'm drinking bourbon. Yes. This glass is actually from a special bourbon from Cooperstown, where the Baseball Hall of Fame is. So not a traditional brand, but it's pretty good. It's actually pretty dry. It's nice. All right, guys.
I just got a new bourbon. I forgot to drink it.
What'd you get?
I got a pumpkin bourbon.
Pumpkin bourbon
from Jimmy.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
so
right.
I think it's bourbon. I think it's bourbon just made in the barrels that they make pumpkin in.
Oh, okay. He got me a smoky bourbon. I have not picked that up yet. So thank you for the reminder. I will remember that in a couple weeks when you remind me again. All right, guys. I want to thank our sponsors at this time. Thank you to Continental Comb, Salute Beer Distributor, Nesbitt's Lanes, Coyote Outdoor, Tresco Concrete, Fast Signs, the Jen Mascaro Real Estate Team, Busy Little Me, Pittsburgh Sports Complex and Self-Storage, Game Faces, and our number one fan, D. Continental Comb Barbershop, a traditional barbershop servicing the area since 1973. Up to date on all the new styles and cuts. Call 412-795-7555 and mention Sour Plums for $5 off any service.
Tresco Concrete, the best concrete products on the market. Ready-mix concrete delivered to your door, guaranteed to get hard or your money back. And as always, their concrete is all natural, no supplements, and always 100% Viagra-free.
The Jen Mascaro team proudly supports the Sour Plums podcast. When it comes to selling your home promptly and at peak value, look no further than the expertise of the Jen Mascaro team. With over a decade of industry experience, we guarantee to guide you seamlessly through the process. For personalized assistance, contact us at 412-607-6318 or email jennifermascaro@howardhanna.com. At Salute Beer Distributor, we are bringing you a large selection of beers from local and national breweries. Our extensive inventory includes craft beers, seasonal specialties, your everyday favorites, adult slushies, and an impressive inventory of non-alcoholic beers. Salute's inventory has something special for every palate. Come browse the aisles at Salute Beer Distributor, located on Route 286 in Plum, next to Shop and Save. You'll be glad you did.
Busy Little Me's is a residential cleaning company serving Plum and local communities. Housekeeping duties include house cleaning, disposing of rubbish, sanitizing services, dusting, vacuuming, mopping, scrubbing, etc., etc. We do custom-to-you cleans once a month, once a week, or every 9 minutes. We got you, sis. We've also been known to do decluttering and pre-clean cleans. That's a real thing. We can also polish a dirty face, scrub a doggo's filthy paws, or even spit shine your shoe. Laundry? Need linens washed? Done. How about your husband's gutchies? No prob. That ugly camisole your mother-in-law gave you? What was that? Just throw it away? Your secrets are safe with us. busylittlemes.squarespace.com.
All right, welcome back, everyone. Let's jump right into Plum Problems. Newman, this is your week.
My Plum Problem is very unique to Plum, considering it happened in Plum. But for those of you that don't know, there was a huge rager that happened last week. And when I say huge rager, I mean 66 minors were present that the police busted a party for. Apparently 66 minors.
And you're not talking about coal miners either, are you?
Nope. I'm sure I'm not. So apparently the story is that it was the homeowner's daughter's birthday, 17th birthday party. And there were 66 minors having a party. Now, look, I'm all for, letting your kids have a good time. We're not dumb enough to know they're not going to be drinking, but I'm not going to be the one to supply that shit. You need to figure that shit out on your own.
Yeah.
And I'm definitely not having 60 fucking high school kids at my house and alcohol being present. Absolutely not. So the charges were, let's see, endangering the welfare of children, 30 victims aged 17 years old, 21 victims 16 years old, 6 victims 15 years old, 6 victims, I'm sorry, that was just the endangering the welfare of a child. And the counts of furnishing alcohol to minors, there were 66 counts of that as well.
And, it's fairly common knowledge that Mike's eating right now because I just heard his plate and fork.
I didn't even take a bite. I just bumped my fork.
No. And the problem, I think, furthermore on this, Newman, is a one-time issue. Holy shit, still a big deal. It's recurring. It's been known. This has been known since my kid was in 7th grade, 3 or 4 years now, that this was a place where this could possibly happen and has happened. And it was the third time I believe the police were called on them for this same particular thing. So no lessons learned. No lessons learned at all. So now it's time for some real punishment, I think. And this isn't a holier than thou speech. Certainly I'm not holy. Anybody that knows me knows I'm not holy in any which way. But it is a dumber than thou speech, and I'm not in that category. Very fucking dumb. And, at this point, it's third strike, you're out. There needs to be some repercussions to avoid this from happening again. And I had a good conversation. I use these kinds of things as teaching lessons for my kids. I told my son, look, I know you know these people in some form or fashion. I know everybody. It's a big group. Everybody knows people in high school. I said, you ever find yourself in a situation, you call me, no questions asked, I'll come pick your ass up, right? He's like, well, that's Dad. I might not. I don't believe I'll be in that situation. I said, well, I trust that you're not going to put yourself in that situation, but you never know when you're going to go somewhere, and all of a sudden, 3 clown cars of teenage kids hop out with alcohol, and you're sitting there in that house. It's time to call me, and I'll come get you. Or if you're driving at that point, you get the hell out of there. That's what I expect of you. So I use it as a life lesson for him to teach. Interested to see what Big Cat and Mike's take on this is, but man, you got to learn from this, and they haven't yet. So I think it's time.
Yeah, I don't personally know the people that had this party. I've heard of them. My kids are way younger than I think that was the youngest I think that had the birthday. So yeah, we just we're not in the same circles. But the news was big enough. We were in Cincinnati this weekend, like I said, and the people, with AAU, your teammates are from everywhere. Mm-hmm. And we sit down finally Saturday night, and we're in the hotel lobby, and they go, so do you know these people? And I said what I just said. No, I don't personally know them, but it was a big enough news story that people from all around the city heard about it.
Yeah.
And and so we're from Plum. People were asking about it, but I'm not dumb enough, like you said, to think when my kids get there to that age, and I mean, Lily just turned 13. She's not far off from that age. It's going to happen. She's going to drink, right? But I'm not going to have 66 kids at my house drinking. And you guys have all been to a party at my house. It's it's going to be hard when her friends are here, when they are, dabbling, to keep an eye on that kind of thing. But Jess and I are going to have to make sure we are cognizant of what's going on in our house. At this point, there's too much to lose to gamble with that
absolutely.
kind of thing. It's just there's too much.
Absolutely, and I think the big thing is you mentioned it. Like, look, I'm not going to condone it. I've already, my kids know where I stand on this, and it's one thing if you're with your kids and you're doing your thing. And again, I'm not saying I condone that at all. I still don't say I condone it, but that's one thing, right? You're now taking into your hands other families' kids' lives, right? And that is not a responsibility that I'm ever willing to take on. So I'm with you, Mike. That's just, it's hard. I get it. It's hard to contain what teenagers are going to do and be with them every situation. You can't be, but you certainly can control pretty well what goes on in your house.
Yeah,
especially when you're there.
Yeah, we made it very well known to our kids. We have security cameras inside our house, outside our house, and they very much know that there is a security camera on our bar facing the liquor. So we know what's going on.
Same thing, and I know you have a bunch of cameras in your house. I've seen you slip on trains and Legos and shit. So I know.
I don't understand why we're talking about that right now. I was sober.
I'm just saying it's safe. I'm just saying it's safe. I like that. I like the.
Has that video reached our Facebook page yet?
It's going too soon. I think we should.
I think we teased that like multiple times, and it's never gone on there. We really need to do that finally.
Mike's got to share it,
but I know we do.
Big Cat, what's your perspective on this? Last but not least,
I don't want other people's kids in my house, anyways, because if there's anything to get into, period. End of sentence. Okay, moving on. No, if there's something to get into, kids will find a way to get into it. I have conversations with my sons. I know what I expect out of them. I know they have decisions to make still, but it's not going to happen in my house. Couldn't be me. There's definitely not going to be 66, let alone 6 kids here partying. No way. Go somewhere else. Go find somewhere else. And I actually saw the news article because I was looking at the weather report that came up on my computer. And I mean, I don't know. I've never heard of this family, but apparently it's like, this is the 3rd time. Like, more kids showed up. It got out of control. Like, don't have it in the first place, because then it gets out of control.
Like I don't need to be the cool parent. I'm cool enough. Like, I don't, you know what I mean? I don't need that. That doesn't make me cool. That does. Mike, don't go there. I think I'm pretty damn cool. I mean, backwards hat. What do you want? What do headphones on? What do you want? It's my look, though. It's a good point, Big Cat. I don't want to beat a dead Mustang here, but I think we could
just do that.
I kind of like that. That was good.
Oh my man!
But can I just go back to what Big Cat said about having kids in his house? I think it was like when we first started to hang out. I think Lily and Penny came over without Jess and I for some reason. I forget why, but I think he told me he's like, Penny and I just had like a heart to heart for like 2 hours, and then I don't think they've ever talked again since then.
She was having real troubles with a friend. I was walking her through it. I was like, how am I like counseling?
I can totally see Big Cat doing
person, that. But she was having some real issues.
Oh, good on you, Big Cat. I could actually see Big Cat doing that. Getting caught in the moment. Just, I really care. Like, he cares more than we do in general, I think.
Listen, here's the headline. Big Cat's safe around your kids because he doesn't want to even be around your kids.
He's actually trying to get away from them.
If they happen to be in his vicinity, he will look out for them and he will talk to them. But go put them to bed.
All right, guys. That was about as serious as a Plum Problem as we've had on here. But a lot of Plum news lately. We could add a few things in here. There's some crazy stories going on Plum right now, but we'll save those for another episode. Newman.
Andy.
What do you got for us this week in the Minority Report?
All right, so we're going to stay in the kitchen, and we are going to go with your dishwasher. So you ever run the dishwasher so much, like it starts to get that smell, and it doesn't leave that shit alone, Andy. We're talking about the actual machine, not your wife. You asked.
Oh, shit. You thought I was going to go there?
I know you were going to go there. I know that's where you were going. So anyway, if you have a stinky dishwasher, so you grab some orange peels, put them in the cutlery where you put the cutlery, and then you run a cycle with no dishes, just the orange peels and where the cutlery is. The orange peels act as a degreaser. They break down soap scum and lime scale. It also deodorizes the drain line, and it leaves your dishwasher smelling fresh, and it won't hurt your dishwasher. That is this week's Minority Report.
I like that. I think that one's going to be less controversial than the last one. That one was.
That was Dr. Pibb. Mr. Pibb? Dr. Pibb? No, not the microwave.
Not the. Yeah. No, that's good. I like that. I'll try that. It's kind of like Mike's dogs are barking. No, I don't know his dogs. Big cats.
Like my feet hurt or like my actual dog?
No, her dog's barking. Maybe your feet might too.
So somebody probably walked by.
How dare they?
That's a good safe one, I think, Newman. I think that's pretty safe. Yeah,
that's why I went with that one.
Citrus is good.
It back down.
In general, citrus is good as a cleaner, especially for anything that stinks in the kitchen. So,
or garnish if you have 66 kids over.
Or garnish. Yeah, one of my favorite drinks, old fashioned, little orange peel, little orange zest. All right, Mike. I know we've introduced this segment a couple times now, but Plumrades, what do you got for us tonight? And maybe just explain a little bit again while people get to know it.
Yeah, Plumrades is just a quick segment where we honor a person or people who have done something notable in the last couple weeks.
Okay.
So, all right, it's time once again for everyone's favorite segment where we celebrate the people, places, and questionable decisions that make you stop and say, yep, that's a Plumrad. Tonight's Plumrad goes to the New York Mets organization, who during the 2026 season will be hosting a promotional night honoring former manager Bobby Valentine and the legendary fake mustache incident. Yes, the Mets are officially leaning into one of the funniest moments in baseball history. For those who don't remember, back in 1999, Bobby V got ejected from a game. Normally when that happens, a manager goes to the clubhouse, sits quietly, maybe kicks a cooler, and watches the rest of the game on the TV. But not Bobby Valentine. No. Bobby Valentine apparently decided the best course of action was to go full cartoon disguise. Came back into the dugout wearing his sunglasses and a fake mustache, like he had just robbed a convenience store in a Looney Tunes episode. And the logic seemed to be that the umpires wouldn't notice the exact same man they had just thrown out 5 minutes earlier. Because nothing fools a professional umpire like the classic disguise of definitely not Bobby Valentine. And look, the mustache wasn't even convincing. It wasn't Magnum PI level. It wasn't even Burt Reynolds. It was the kind of mustache you buy at a Party City when your kid needs a prop for the school play. But now, the Mets have decided this deserves its own promotional night in 2026. The first 15,000 fans will receive fake mustaches. So Citi Field is basically about to look like a convention of dads trying to not be recognized at their kids' middle school dance. Honestly, though, credit to the Mets for embracing the chaos. Baseball has plenty of serious moments, but few things capture the spirit of the game quite like a manager getting ejected and immediately thinking, you know what? I bet if I grow a mustache real quick, they'll never know. So tonight's Plumrad goes to the New York Mets for reminding us that sometimes the best part of baseball history isn't the championships. Sometimes it's just a grown man trying to sneak back in to work with a fake mustache, and somehow that becomes a promotional night.
I do love that. That's like you can in that short time frame after, or even for a few years or whatever, I guess decades in this case. It's not one of those things you don't touch, right? It was significant then. Like, what was he doing? Now they're making it a joke, but like it reminds me of like who was it? Lloyd McClendon? Remember the Pirates manager? He used to play for the Pirates. And he was a manager. And he stole third base or something on the way out. Like that stuff you now can joke about. In the moment, it's like what an asshole. Why would he do that?
Yeah.
Now it's like this. It's like folklore. It's awesome. But I was only 16 in '99, so you were about 30, so you remember better than I do.
So my grandma was at the Lloyd McClendon game, and my grandma was off the boat Italian, and she called my mom the next day, and she goes, "And this a man? He go right to the base, and he took it, and he left." And my mom didn't watch the game. She had no clue what my grandma was talking about.
That is funny. That's
I
good.
like that.
All right. Mike, do you have a would you rather for us tonight?
I do. Would you rather have to coach a team of entirely made up of kindergartners for a full season, or have to referee every top rivalry high school game for all sports for an entire season, both boys and girls?
What's the order here? Who's going first?
Drew looks like he's ready to go, so we're going to go Justin, Big Cat, Drew.
Fair. That's fair.
I knew that was coming. I like it. All right. So, since I run the basketball program at the Y, I do deal with kindergartners from November to March. But I've also seen the asshole parents at basketball games, and there is no way in hell I'm going through that for an entire year. Give me those kids for whatever 6 months, however long that season ends or lasts, and I will deal with the kindergartner chaos of herding cats over dealing with overzealous parents that think they know basketball when they really probably don't. And that's just basketball. That's not even including umpires in baseball or referees in soccer or lacrosse. Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm going to stick with the kindergartners.
Well, this is a tough call because I feel like I have coached kindergartners before, and it's a lot of fun, but it's not a lot of competitive sporting. So I think I'm going to go with the top rivalries that I have to ref or now do I have to be like when you say all sports for the season, just hopefully they let me learn the sports and the rules before I just get thrown in and make mistakes. But yeah, I'm gonna take the top rivalry.
I'm surprised this isn't a clean sweep. I think that's what Big Cat just explained is hell. I think that's a lot of stress, a lot of pressure, a lot of parents being jerks. I just had, and I'll talk about my experience with the kids because I'm gonna draw this out a little bit. But Xavier just came the other night. He's coaching and reffing at the Y under Newman's tutelage, and he's like, "Dad, can you believe this guy in a first grade basketball game just asked me if he could put an extra kid in the paint on a free throw rebound?" I want to tell him to get the hell out of the gym. He was like incredulous. He's like, "Can you believe he asked me that?" I'm like, well, I get it, man. They're just trying to look for every edge they can, even in a first grade game, which brings me back to, if you're listening, thanks for listening to the show. But no, you can't do that, sir.
X was so like, mad.
Can you imagine?
He was mad that he even asked him the question.
Yeah. I coached the second grade team at the Y back when Xavier was in second grade, and I had a lot of fun. I really did. I'll never forget a moment. We weren't very good. I probably should have won Coach of the Year. Squeeze 3 wins out of that team.
We weren't very good. I should have won Coach of the Year.
But
I was the best. No one ever knew anything better.
Oh man, make me sound like that. Shit. I had a kid on my just, a kid you have to play because wise every 4 minutes you got to sub and everybody gets equal playing time, all that stuff. And just he wasn't interested in basketball. He was just there to have fun, right? And serious timeout. It's like a tie game. A dozen seconds left, maybe. I'm in the middle of timeout. He's like, Coach. I'm like, yeah, buddy, what's up? He's like, what kind of product do you use in your hair? I'm like, dude, we got 20 seconds left. I'll answer this after the game for you if you really want to know, because my hair's all spiky and shit. And I'm like, I couldn't believe that kid was just not focused on basketball. I knew that from the start, but I had to laugh. It was great, but I actually wanted to win the damn game. So I'll get back to you on that. Never did get back to him because we lost the game and I was pissed. No time for that. But I would easily, to answer the question, coach kindergartners for a year. I feel like I could get through that, deal with a few parents that take it too seriously. But at the high school level with the rivalries, those are parents who are taking it very serious, over the top seriously. But also, it is a little bit at that point on the line. There's a lot on the line there. So they have a little bit of leeway in terms of how serious they take it, because I'll take it pretty serious. My kid playing high school ball. I don't want that stress in my life. That's too much. That's the short answer for my long answer I just gave. But I wanted to fill some time for you guys. I know you hadn't heard my voice enough this episode. So
that's what I was
Drew's trying to boost his numbers.
we were just talking about that before.
You're filibustering.
Before Mike and Newman got here, we were talking about I wonder if we did a chart. We could do a chart on Facebook to show who talks the most on the show based on the analytics we got from Spotify or SoundCloud. And the guess is it's going to be me or Mike, just based on Mike having more segments and me introing and outroing the show and telling stories like that nobody wants to hear.
Or like now when you're explaining it to us all.
I'm trying to build. I want to beat Mike at this. Go ahead, Mike. Now you can beat me.
All right. So I love sports, and I would love to watch every rivalry game. I think the kids get into it. The parents get into it. No way I would want the pressure. I truly enjoy teaching the game. Kindergarten is a little rough. First and second grade, which is where Chase is now, I have a lot of fun. X actually refs our games, and there's nothing more fun than like being in his ear and he calls a travel. I'm like, come on, that was a gather step. The kid took like 9 steps. I'm like, come on, that was a gather step. But it's fun, and there are definitely some coaches at that level, second grade, that take it way too serious, and I don't know if they don't get my humor because I do say things to the refs, like, because I know all the refs there, so I say things that are clearly a joke, but I don't know if they know I'm joking, so maybe they feed off of that. But I, at the end of the day, the game is not important as long as they're learning. It's not really important if we're winning or losing. But kindergartners would be rough, but I would still do that. It's fun.
Clean sweep.
No, Big Cat said the opposite.
Oh, that's right. Big Cat said he's going to learn. My bad.
I commend you for that, Big Cat. You're muted right now. Maybe you wanted to be. Oh.
What was that? What was the question?
We commend you for not having that be a clean sweep and actually taking a risk we weren't willing to take.
At all.
Well, the more you guys talked about it, the more nervous I now became, because I would probably just be thrown into every sport without fully knowing all the calls, all the hand gestures.
You can backtrack.
Throwing people out.
You can retract your statement.
I'm going to go with, depending on how good of a job I do, maybe I get a paycheck from the referee job.
You do get paid for that.
True.
Nice.
Not enough for me to get yelled at that much.
Yeah, that financial angle is not worth it for me. Absolutely not. Andy.
Newman.
I again need some redemption in Lyrical Miracle. Please tell me you're running that shit back.
I am running it back just for you. Same category, because that was such a poor showing. I was so disappointed. I mean, you let an entire community of people down.
By you people.
I didn't say you people. I said an entire community. I just meant people over there near where you live. That's all. Your neighbors. Yeah.
He meant the black community.
All right. For those who don't know, still, this is episode 47, and this is the first time you listen to the show, or maybe just one of the first time this season. This is called Lyrical Miracle. And again, the miracle is that if Mike ever wins it. But Mike's been doing well.
Yeah, a lot of shade there for a guy that's gotten to the second round every time so far. Thank you. Not all of us can say that.
That's true. So I'm going to name a song title and the artist, then recite a small sample of lyrics before stopping to allow you guys to share the words that come next in the song. We're taking turns here. If you're correct, you advance to the next round. If you miss it, you're eliminated. I'm looking for 100% accuracy, but I may allow a minor word miscue, something like an article. That's up to my discretion. Please play along at home or in your car. Belt this shit out if you know it. I got a text after the first one we did from a longtime loyal listener, Steve, that he was belting it out in his car and listening and enjoying it. So thank you to Steve, actually former guest Steve Lintelman. So thanks for listening, Steve. Let me guess some
first.
I haven't decided yet. You know what? You've decided for me. Tonight's category again is 90s R&B. We're running it back again. Mike, we're going to go with you first. This is You Make Me Wanna by Usher.
Oh, Lord.
Or Usher, if you're that cool. Ready?
Usher, baby.
Yep.
Usher. All right. You make me wanna. You make me wanna leave the one I'm with. Blank. You make me wanna leave the one I'm with.
I have no idea.
Newman is second today.
Start a new relationship with you.
Very well done, Newman. Mike is gone
Great
already.
Job. Great job, Newman.
That's back to the way it's supposed to be here.
Great
Sour
job,
Plums.
Newman.
Redemption earned.
Redemption earned. You've advanced to the next round. Maybe you'll be by yourself. We'll see here. Big Cat. Oh, boy. Okay. All right. You ready?
Wait.
All right. Big Cat. You familiar with Boys to Men?
Yeah.
Are you familiar with On Bended Knee?
No.
Ooh, well, you're in trouble then. Because that's the song On Bended Knee by Boys to Men. All right.
All right.
No Motown Philly for you here. All right. So many nights I dream of you holding my
hand.
Oh boy.
Hands in your hand.
Pillow tight
and Newman, by default, this is the shortest lyrical miracle. You got it. Pillow tight. He got it. I made tight. This. I felt bad. Newman was like, he was pissed last week.
I feel like Newman has said those lyrics before.
I've sang them multiple times, sir.
I feel like it's been. Guys, that was really a Slumdog Millionaire moment for me, and I ruined it.
With all the songs I have, we're gonna do R&B for the next 6 weeks. Still,
yes.
Like I thought we'd get through like more than 3 songs.
Can't wait for part 3, baby.
Don't, Mike. We will get to Kid Rock soon.
Mike's waiting for "Who Let the Dogs Out" by Baja, man.
Mike's waiting for music.
Give me some boy bands.
The Beatles.
Boy bands? That'll be an episode. We'll do a boy bands episode for you, Mike.
Oh,
but if we do one, you're the favorite, and you better not let us down.
I mean, let's not go that far, but I know some boy bands.
Confidence is gone now, isn't it?
90s pop.
90. You think you good at 90s pop? Let's hear it on our Facebook page. What category do you want? I'm a man of the people. I am a man of the people. So if you say a category and I like it, then I'll do that category. Only if I like it, of course.
I'd like to stick with 90s R&B. Just saying.
Stick with 90s R&B.
But
I feel like of anybody on here, I feel like you would have the most diverse musical taste. I know you love that, but you just popular culture, right?
Yeah.
I think you'd be pretty good at that.
I'm in.
All right.
See, my Pandora station, my go-to is 90s, 2000s, and today's hits. So
you're covering 30 years, basically.
Yeah, but it's mostly, but it's pop songs. It's not all the songs from those decades.
Yeah,
but still.
Fair. But there's so many there's 90s alt, there's grunge rock, there's emo. Oh, we're gonna do emo like every other episode. You guys are all segment. You're all. I think Big Cat.
Nobody's getting out of round 1 on that one.
I think Big Cat has the best chance there, honestly. All right, it's time for a quick
he just
word.
Went John Cena on us.
Oh,
there he
is.
is.
Big Cat's back. Okay. Well, we didn't need him for this part because we are taking a quick break for some words from the rest of our fantastic sponsor that make this show possible.
Whether chaos in your house or chaos on the court, Pittsburgh Sports Complex and Self-Storage has your back. Conveniently located in Plum at 307 Coxcomb Hill Road. Book online anytime. Don't miss out. Score 50% off your first storage rental with code GOAL.
Nesbitt's Lanes Incorporated, family bowling center specializing in open bowling, league bowling, bumper bowling, birthday parties, group events, fundraisers, all-night bowling parties, summer leagues, Sunday morning specials, in-house tournaments, junior bowling program, after-school bowling program. They can be reached at 412-793-5556. Web address is www.nesbittlanes.com. And when you book and mention the podcast for your child's birthday by the end of the year, the birthday child is free. Nesbitt Lanes Incorporated.
It's grilling season, and Coyote Outdoor Living has you covered. Upgrade your barbecue game with a new grill from Coyote Outdoor. Choose from their vast lineup of gas, charcoal, electric, and pellet grill options. They also carry a wide variety of stainless steel storage and refrigeration solutions to complete your dream outdoor kitchen. Go to coyoteoutdoor.com and get ready to grill, baby. Grill in style.
Game Faces Airbrush Face Painting. You've seen us at Steelers games, Pirates games, and at Plum community and sporting events. But did you know that we also do private parties? Game Faces can handle anything from your child's party all the way to your company picnic. Check us out at gamefaces2.com. That's gamefaces with the number 2.com.
Need signs, banners, or graphics that get noticed? Fast Signs deliver quality, speed, and service that stands out. From business branding to event materials, they do it all fast. Visit Fast Signs today and make your message impossible to miss. Make your statement.
The Sour Plums podcast is fueled by Daniela Pampina. We didn't ask for her to sponsor us, but she did anyways. Thanks, Daniela.
All right, welcome back. It is time for Big Cat's Conspiracy Corner. Big Cat, I'm going to let you introduce this and tell the folks what it's about and then get right into it.
All right, thanks, Drew. So welcome back to Conspiracy Corner, the part of the show where I'm not accusing anyone of anything. I'm just noticing some stuff. Tonight's topic, daylight savings time, or as I like to call it, the one weekend of the year where the entire country agrees to be confused together. It's a working title. Twice a year, the clocks change. Nobody asks for it. Nobody enjoys it. And every time it happens, we all ask the same question. Wait, are we gaining an hour or losing one? And the answer always is, you'll find out tomorrow when you feel terrible. Now, the official story is that daylight savings time was created to save energy. The idea that if we shifted the clocks, people would use less electricity because we have more daylight in the evening, which sounds reasonable until you realize something. We are literally changing time itself. Instead of just going outside earlier, that feels like using a chainsaw to cut a sandwich. Everyone everyone also says daylight savings time was created for farmers, which sounds nice, very wholesome, very American. Except here's the weird part. Farmers actually hated it because cows don't care about clocks. Cows care about sunlight and routine. So when humans move the clocks forward an hour, the cows are basically like, why are you here early? We're still sleeping. So the whole we did it for the farmers thing might be, how do I say this politely? Agricultural propaganda. So if it wasn't for farmers, who wanted it? Well, there are some interesting suspects. For example, the golf industry. More daylight after work means you can squeeze in a round of golf, which means more tee times, more golf balls, more polos that cost $90 for some reason. So technically, every time you change your clocks, you might be helping someone hit a better back nine. But my favorite theory involves candy companies. Back in the 80s, candy lobbyists allegedly pushed to extend daylight savings time closer to Halloween. Why? Because if it's lighter outside during trick-or-treating, kids stay out longer. And if kids stay out longer, they collect more candy, which means more candy sales. So there's a non-zero chance that the reason we change our clocks every year is so children can collect 3 extra fun-sized Snickers. That might be the most American conspiracy I've heard yet. And here's the best part. Every time the clocks change, studies show more car accidents, worse sleep, lower productivity. Basically, the entire country just becomes slightly dumber for a week, which means twice a year the government basically says, all right, everyone, be tired now. So here's my question. If the farmers didn't want it, the energy savings barely exist, and the biggest winners are golfers and candy companies, why are we still doing it? At this point, it feels less like a policy and more like a tradition we're too embarrassed to cancel. Like when a family keeps making the same terrible casserole every Thanksgiving, but no one wants to hurt Aunt Linda's feelings. Sorry, Aunt Linda. Catch a stray on that one. Do better. So next time you change your clocks, just remember, you're not just adjusting time. You might be helping a golfer finish 9 holes, a kid collect more candy, and a cow wonder why breakfast is suddenly early. I'm Big Cat, and this has been Conspiracy Corner. And remember, I'm not saying it's a conspiracy. I'm just saying the clocks seem suspicious.
All right. Well done, Big Cat. Guys, I want to get your take on this around the horn because what I want to know about, are you for the time changes, against them, neutral, don't care so much? Does it enrage you? Because some people are like enraged. I think that's overkill, except for Big Cat, of course. But for me, it's more about, okay, when do you like the sun rising in the morning? What time of the morning do you like the sun rising? What time do you prefer the sun setting? That's what I want to do, because I don't give a shit about the sun. We talked about that last week with the sunglasses. I don't care so much about the sun. I like it being dark when I wake up. I like it being dark by 5:30 in the winter, and I'm fine with that because the kids are winding down earlier. Look,
are you a vampire?
Yeah, I am. I am a vampire. As soon as we had this time change yesterday or 2 days ago, whatever it was, I guess it was yesterday. It's easy when it's dark out. The kids it's getting dark. I'm getting ready for bed. I don't have to round them up. Now it's like, oh, it's light till 8 o'clock. So now they're pushing it a little longer. They're outside on a school night. In the summer, it's fine. But during the school year, I prefer it to get dark early so the kids get the message that, hey, you know what? Time to get a shower and time to get ready for bed here. Get your homework done. When it's light out, they all want to play outside till 8 or 9 o'clock. And it's fine in the summer. During the school year, maybe that's what I would do. That's when I would have daylight savings time. Make sure it's dark in the school year. That's what I would do.
So I'm not a fan of changing the clocks, but the time we're in now is the time I like. So I think this is the time we should always have. I don't care what it looks like when I get up and go to work. I want the sun out longer.
Dark in the morning. But yeah. I don't mind that in the summer. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm Team Mike on this one. Give me most light as possible for as long as possible.
So remember the show Mike and Mike in the morning? Mm-hmm. Greenberg and Golick. So Greenberg always said, and I agree with him on this, the country should have one universal time. And it should, I think what he said was it should go off of East Coast, as far as like the work hours and things like that, because more stuff goes on in the East Coast, but adjust the time. So, the day's not starting at 8:00 over here. Maybe it starts a little bit later on the East Coast, but not like noon or anything like that. But we're all on the same time, but have the sun still set later in the evening, things like that. For sports, it would be fantastic. Monday Night Football not starting at 8:00 at night. Just think of it. Monday Night Football started at 6:30, 7:00 across the country.
Yeah,
not just on the West Coast. Like that'd be nice.
It's funny. You didn't think that way 20 years ago when you were, well, maybe 30 years ago when you were a teen or like in 40 college.
Or 50 years for Mike.
Yeah, no, but you didn't. You liked the fact that it was later. You liked to get all your shit done. You're settling in to watch the game. Now that we're where we are in our lives, we don't want that, right? We don't want 9:00 football games. It's crazy. It sucks. It sucks.
No, unless it's a really good game, I cannot stay up.
National championship game starting at 9 p.m. is ridiculous. Basketball and football, whatever it may be. But no, I think I don't care enough, honestly, to like make it a big deal and a political talking point. For sure, I don't care enough. There's a lot bigger issues out there that I care about than daylight saving time. But it is troublesome. It does mess with us quite a bit. So
I'll take the final word on this.
Will you?
I never remember when it is or that it's happening. It just happens every year, twice a year. It just happens, and I prefer when it's 2 a.m. and it's suddenly 1 a.m. I really like that. So I prefer that time change.
You prefer to fall back instead of spring forward.
But I do hate when it's dark at like 3 p.m. I don't like that. Or 4 p.m. whatever time it actually is. I don't like when it gets dark the earliest. That's the earliest.
I get it.
So there's just so we lost.
No, I said I had the last word.
This is funny.
I bid you good day, sir. I said good day.
Good day.
So Jess's dad is very regimented, right? So he goes to bed at 10:00. Jess had to sleep there on Saturday night because we lost power Saturday with the little microburst we had.
Yeah.
So at 9:20, he went. They have a grandmother clock. At 9:20, he turned the clock ahead to 10:20. He goes, "Well, time for bed. I'll see you later," and he goes to bed. But the funniest thing I remember, my grandma, we were at her house a couple times on daylight savings time, and instead of winding her watch and her clocks back an hour, she would leave one on, and then she would just remember like the old watches. You could pull the knob out and it would stop. Mm-hmm. She would pull it out for an hour and time it on her other watch, and then push it back in instead of just winding. And it took me like a couple of years to realize I was like, why wouldn't you just wind it back? She would literally time it for an hour on her other watch, and then that one she would pull that one out and time it on the one watch that she just set.
I noticed something that you say grandma, like grand mall, like an amazing shopping center. Like
what?
You say grandma, like grand mall with an L at the end of it, like it's an amazing shopping center.
Grand mall.
Grand mall.
I didn't say L.
You're over enunciating the end of it is where he's going with that.
You're overhearing it because I don't say when I say that.
That's what I'm hearing. Sorry, I'm so sorry. All right,
it's all right.
Big Hat, you really did have last word because that was just his story. It was
I'm cutting it all out. He's trying to double his numbers by going back to back final word.
I talked too much. He had to catch up.
He's drawing out words over there.
I'll run the show to 2 hours if you want. Let's go.
You literally have a segment where you talk for a minute or two by yourself, Mike. I don't have that.
Which one's that?
Plumrades. By the way, I don't like the way you type that or AI that. You gotta have an E at the end of that. Plumrades? No, there's an E like comrades. It's gotta have an E. So future reference. when you post.
I thought it was like rad, like cool.
Have an E. No, like
you want it with an E?
All right,
I'll give you an E. I like it with an E. Thank you.
Damn.
All right, that was the last word. Big Cat.
Drew really put his foot down.
Somebody's okay. Hopefully everybody's okay over there. A little cough.
I'm working on my Ferris Bueller's piano cough, the cough piano.
All right. Well, Mike, on that lovely note, a segment is making a comeback tonight. It's being resuscitated. It's called Top 5. I'm going to let you explain this because I want you to have more speaking time than I have. I'm being generous.
He's lying. Top 5 is different than blind rankings. Top 5 is an actual list with numbers to back it up. I will give the category, and Drew will let you be the spokesperson tonight. This one's kind of hard. I'll say this. The top 5, you've heard of all of them, but it's a pretty hard category. So this is the top 5 most bought items on Amazon in 2025.
Holy shit.
Oh my God.
And this is estimated by unit volume. So, normally I have the top 10 list in front of me, which I do have. Some of them, the list just gave me, for the top 5, I do have the number of units sold per day. One of them, it didn't give me anything. It just said it's still one of Amazon's most consistently purchased kitchen appliances. So I'll give you a hint there.
Well, an absolutely impossible list for us to get.
It's not. Two of them are the same thing, just different versions. So like different. What's the word?
All right. What do we think, guys? What's the most common stuff that we buy on what is it? Amazon.
Okay. So I'll give you a hint right off the bat.
Appliance? Kitchen
The brand of one of these Justin would never buy, and this will give you 2 of them.
The brand of this? Like, are we talking about? This is separate from what Mike just gave because I have no clue what that means. Are we talking like toasters, guys? Toasters, right?
No, just think of our group chat and what people ride Justin for.
Black & Decker.
Black & Decker.
Fucking know her.
I hardly know her.
Oh, wait, okay. Hold on. I see where you're going with this. Okay, so the first thing I said with the kitchen appliances is not what I'm talking about right now.
Yeah, I figured. Okay.
Okay. So go ahead.
Tracks.
It's real polite to reference group chats that not everyone's a part of, to reference things you're talking about. I use my time.
Good point.
Jimmy McBride started that group chat.
And who's this big cat lookalike I heard about?
Oh yeah. It's funny.
I'm going to judge him on a scale of 1 to 10 because I've seen some.
So listen,
he's pretty good.
Time out. Jimmy McBride says to me,
"We're calling time out. So you're not the referee here."
Jimmy says to me, he looks across the gym and he goes, "That guy looks like the Wayfair version of Big Cat." And then not
isn't that
2
really
minutes
expensive stuff?
No, not 2 seconds later, X walks over and he goes, "Is that the Temu version of Big Cat?" And I look up and I said, "Jimmy just said the same thing to me."
Well, which is it? Wayfair?
It's close. Little shorter hair, but it's close.
It's really
close. It's close. He was good.
Graham was coached in Delmont by a guy that looked, the closest to me that I've ever seen. And it was really weird because both long hair, glasses, beard, bigger guys. I'm like, this is like my doppelganger, and he's coaching Graham. He ended up cutting his hair, so he's dead to me. So,
all right, back on track. We got to start somewhere, guys. There he is, Big Cat. That's so Big Cat. That's you.
He's not he doesn't have glasses. So that's like
that's the whole thing off. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
nothing at all. Doesn't look like you at all.
That's not it. That's not a Big Cat at all.
Guys, this is impossible.
That was the Winter Soldier.
Kitchen appliance. All right, focus. Let's focus. I don't want this. Okay. I'm not having this segment go 19 minutes. I'm not doing it.
There's 1 kitchen appliance and 3 things are technology. 4 things. I'm sorry. 4 things.
4
2 of them.
A charger.
Yeah.
Phone charger. What do you think, Big Cat?
Yeah, cell phone charger.
Cell phone charger. Final answer.
Strike 1.
Jesus.
Bullshit.
Dang it. We should have went with cell phone.
Kitchen Ninja Slushie.
There's no way that's a top. Toaster, blender,
air fryer.
Ooh,
air fryer could be a good
microwave.
answer.
Could be on Amazon, right? You would get that at Amazon. I mean,
does Drew Barrymore have a air fryer edition?
What?
I'm just spitballing.
What is happening right now?
There's no dumb answers. I'm just spitballing a little bit.
I call bullshit on that one. That's a dumbass fucking answer.
Okay.
What is that? I don't even know what you're referencing.
Me either.
I'm just asking. Sometimes celebrity women have like air fryer versions.
Like who?
But we're not doing specific things.
Like Rachel Ray.
AirPods, guys. Earbuds. Something like that. Generically.
Yes.
AirPods. Yeah, let's go with AirPods. Good job, Drew.
Okay, so number 1 and number 4 are AirPods.
If you tell me no.
Apple AirPods 4 and Apple AirPods Pro are number 1 and number 4.
Really? Yeah. All right, we just heard from producer of the producer.
Drew, our air fryer is a Drew Barrymore air fryer. I was literally just pulling
I had no
the
idea.
Most random name. I'm sorry to get us sidetracked. I just
thought that was just Big Cat ranting and raving over there.
I was, but it tends to be true.
All right, so we got 1 and 4.
AirPods.
That's neither of those are kitchen appliances. I'll say that.
That's correct.
Mm-hmm.
Then I would say, why don't you start thinking about some Amazon products?
Amazon.
Basic.
Like gift cards?
Paper towels. Things you can use.
Amazon
he said
product. What does this product do?
Like echoes or dots?
Yes,
or things like that?
there you go. Amazon Echo.
Or,
the Amazon Echo Dot is number 2.
All right.
Yeah.
There we go.
Nice work.
Yeah, I have 6 of those.
31,000 units per day is estimated.
Holy shit.
Who's buying all those dots?
I'll sell my 6.
I have 1 in every room, so I'm helping with that.
We know you're wired up, Mike.
1, 2.
For the record, the best dot is the candy.
Dippin'.
Dippin' is way better.
Dippin' is way better than the candy.
No.
I have the numbers, Drew. Stand down.
Best dot. Ranked real quick. Not blind ranking. Best dots. Dots candy.
Nope.
Dippin'. Echo. No, Echo 2, Dippin' 3. That's it.
Absolutely
That's
not.
it.
Dippin' Echo candy is like there's like 4 more things before the candy.
No. Anyway, stay on
they
track.
stick to my
guys.
team.
All right, so 1, 2, and 4.
I can't leave Kennywood without getting Dippin' Dots at the one by the exit.
It's a gimmick.
Stop talking. Nope, keep going.
It's
Next
stupid.
It's nitrogen infused, delicious creamery. Drew.
We're getting off topic.
Ice cream of the future. When? What future?
Now. Future's here.
Newman, don't be so annoyed.
Let's get back on track. The
Focus.
future is now.
We're talking about
Let's get back
kitchen
on track.
appliance. Kitchen appliance. Let's focus on kitchen appliance.
There's one more Amazon product and a kitchen product.
Ninja
What else is
Slushy.
it? That's not an Amazon. Oh, that's a kitchen appliance.
Kitchen appliance, though.
Blenders. Is it generic or are you talking about specific, Mike?
This one's pretty specific, but if you would even give a generic version of it, I would give it to you.
Okay. All right, say it, Newman.
Ninja Blender.
Final answer.
Or Ninja Slushy, I'm
Ninja-
sorry.
No, that's a strike. But
Okay.
and there's a Ninja on here. It's the Ninja Air Fryer, number 8.
Okay.
So it's still kitchen appliance and another
One tech.
Amazon product. Is it
If you've ever been at my house, I have one in every room. In some rooms, I have 2 of them.
camera?
No, every room that I have a TV in, I'll say, and I just give it away.
A Roku?
Fire stick.
Okay.
Fire stick.
Amazon
Fire
Fire
Stick.
Stick. Final answer.
Number 3.
Yes.
Fire Stick is about 28,900 units per day.
Okay. And so the last thing is an appliance.
Kitchen appliance.
We don't need help here, Mike. We're going to get it or not. We're going to do this together, the 3 of us, okay? If we get it wrong, we get it wrong. We don't need help. We're not chumps.
Can I just tell you number 6 because you're not.
Oh
even
my
gonna guess
god.
This one.
Yeah, let's give us the one we're going to guess.
No, you're not going to get 6. You're not even going to get this one.
Okay.
This is crazy that this is even on here. CeraVe Daily Moisturizing Lotion is on here. Like that is very specific, but
Women
What was
be
the name of
tripping.
that?
CeraVe.
CeraVe.
CeraVe?
CeraVe.
CeraVe. Is that how you say it?
I think so. I think that's how it's pronounced.
Yeah, CeraVe.
Yeah.
Women be tripping though. They order a lot of
CeraVe.
shit. Moisturizer. Jesus.
All right, so
My
kitchen
elbow's
appliance.
getting ashy.
KitchenAid
We just
mixer.
got.
It's not an
We
air
just got
fryer.
number 5.
Mixer.
No, we just got number 5 like a week ago, and we love it.
Well, that helps. Can we fucking live at your house?
Did you just look around your house and picked what items?
We just got one. And we
Actually, we do have everything on the top 5 list.
And they got it a couple
Amazon
weeks ago.
Bezos got you.
Right,
Bezos is listening in. Let me finish, Drew.
Jess got ours a Target, though.
Not here.
What do we need? Air fryer, toaster, not a toaster, a hot dog thing, a popcorn machine. There's no way those are big enough. Air fryer is huge. Instapot? Instapot is like Instapot. Women love those.
Who's using Instapot still?
Sure, Instapot. Those. Yep, that's it.
Instapot.
Oh, those aren't.
Instapot. Final answer.
Instapot.
Bang!
Nice.
I think it's.
Let's go.
Is it Insta or Instant? I think it's Instant.
Insta.
No, I think it's Instant. Is it? Are we sure? We're not sure, are we?
Oh, it is Instant Pot Duo.
Oh.
Yeah, instant.
Imagine me being correct.
Yeah. We really did just get one maybe 2 weeks ago, and we've used it several times. It is pretty cool.
It'll wear off. You like it initially. It's just it wears off. It wears off.
Way to burst my bubble
once, and then was like,
no, I'm just saying get the most out of it. What'd you say, Newman?
Said Shanna had hers for like a week and was like, I'm done with this. She didn't like it.
That's it.
We like it because it fits our lifestyle. It literally cooks a meal in about 20 minutes.
Yeah. Lazy chefs. It fits your lifestyle. No, I'm just kidding. I know you're busy. It's nice to have that. It does cook stuff pretty quickly. All right. Any shout outs tonight, guys?
I have one. As I said, Lily just finished up her winter season with the Bruins. We had the Midwest finals this past weekend, but last weekend we had the East Coast finals. We were the 7th grade champs. They got a really cool looking trophy. They went 5-0 on the weekend. Got to be the rivalry team, which is always fun. Lily had some friends in that team, but beating a rival is always fun. It was a really good game. Some of the games that weekend were not close at all. I think going into that, the closest game we had was like a 30-point blowout, but that game was close. It was fun to watch.
Very well. Good job, Lily. Big Cat, Newman, any shout-outs?
I will shout out. Kenyon just wrapped up his futsal season. They won the last tournament, which is the Emerald Cup, and then they had their closing ceremonies for the team this year, and Kenyon was voted 2025-2026 Goalkeeper of the Year throughout the whole program.
Hell yeah, Kenyon. Very well.
Shout out to Kenyon. Shout out to Linda. It was her 70th birthday last week.
Oh, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Those are my shout outs.
What about you, Big Cat?
No shout outs this week. Thanks for asking.
Over to you,
Mike.
I have
one more.
Lily and Penny got to play indoor middle school soccer this year. Penny got invited up as a 5th grader to the middle school off-season winter league, and although Lily wasn't there this weekend, Penny did get to play in it, and their team won the indoor championship. So Penny got to play goal, I think, for most, if not all of the game. I think they won by 1 goal, and there was a late breakaway. Penny ran out, challenged the player, and probably one of the better players in that team, one of the best players in that team, and she made a challenge at the right time, made a big save in the final minutes of the game, and they won the championship.
Oh, that's awesome. Hell yeah. Good shots around. Kids are doing great. I'll give one quick one, then we'll move on. My son, Xavier, has got an offer to play for my basketball academy AAU program. And as the players have been announced on social media and he's looking at them and seeing them, he's like, Dad, I might be the worst player on this team. I'm like, Xavier, you might be the water boy. You better check with the coach to make sure you're actually rostered. I mean, it's loaded with like sophomores, not only from the WPIAL, but District 10, like Sharon, Hickory, and then whole way out to Hollidaysburg, like legitimate sophomores who all started, averaged 15 to 20 points a game, just really big time players. And I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. You get better playing and practicing against those guys. So I'm looking forward to a summer of that. And he's already getting in a weight room, putting on 4,500 to 5,000 calories a day, just trying to get muscle mass, right? Because that's the biggest weakness he had last year. He needs to get stronger. So I'm proud of him, always putting the work in. He knows what he has to do, and I hope other Plum basketball players out there who are underclassmen are listening. Let's work. Let's get to work. Let's have a couple good seasons here. We're excited about it, but I'm really proud of him. He's worked at it. He loves it, and he puts his money where his mouth is. So congrats to my son X and to all the kids doing great things out there. If that's it for tonight, we're gonna say thank you to our guest hosts, which we don't have. So I'm gonna thank you guys for being on here. I know Newman's been traveling, and
happy birthday, Chase, too.
Oh, happy birthday, Chase! Hell yeah! There
Forgot my son.
Forgot your son. All right, happy birthday, Chase!
This Friday.
All right. I want to thank you guys for joining me as always, and thank you for listening to Sour Plums. Like this episode, subscribe to our channel on SoundCloud, Spotify, YouTube, and Apple Podcasts. Share if you care. We're out.
Peace.
Deuces.